So hello, this is Tuesday Talks at 10:30, Connecting the Spirit with Stacy. My name is Stacy Niedenthal. I come to you every Tuesday at 10:30 to talk to you about um, things that you might not necessarily be comfortable in talking to someone else about. We talk about grief, we talk about death and dying, we talk about going to a medium, meditation, wholeness, coming back home to self. And this is Tuesday Talks at 10:30. This is pre-recorded. I've got some appointments the next couple weeks coming up, so they'll be pre-recorded, but I will be live very soon on Tuesday Talks at 10:30. But I didn't want you to miss out on this, so I went ahead and pre-recorded the night before. So housekeeping, I do have some appointments coming up. December 6th, I have an intimate group reading at Boyer Cellars in Biglerville. It's the first time I've been in this facility, so I'm very excited about it. I do have a few privates that are still available in December, either coming to Chambersburg or over Zoom. So if you are interested in scheduling an appointment with me, either check out the events or private message me, and we can get that set up. I am slowly working on getting my calendar set up on Google so that you can just go to a link to schedule your appointments. So also, gift certificates are available. The holiday season's right around the corner. I know it's crazy. So I do have a couple packages that are available. Some include the book, My Head Knows, But My Heart Still Hurts. This with a journal and a bag of healing crystals for in memory of. And those will be up on the website or on Facebook very soon. Or again, you can just private message me. You can do a gift certificate just for reading, or if you wanted to do like a grief or a healing package, we'll have those available as well. So I always like to set my intentions before I start, just so you know who I am and what I'm about. My name is Stacy. I am a child of God. I'm a spiritual healer, and I'm a shaman, psychic medium. And I've been given a gift from God to channel spirit using love and light for my higher good and the higher good of those that God puts in my path. I'm not the medium that says, I see death all around you and you're going to be dead in 10 days. My gift, my prayer is that God, that spirit, that angels bring in the most loving message to help your spirit heal. Most people who come to me are either at a crossroads looking for direction, or they want to connect with someone on the other side. When you sit across from me during a reading, you'll hear part of this attention plus some more, but I just would like to give the basics because not all mediums work the same, but it doesn't mean one is right and one is wrong. We just have our own modalities. Mine is of healing. My gift, my prayer is that God, that spirit, that angels bring in the most healing message for you. So how's everybody doing? It's November. I set up last week a 30-day gratitude challenge. And every day for 30 days, I haven't done it for 30 days yet. It will be 7 days so far. I've put what I'm grateful for that day. And I've asked you to also list the things that you're grateful for. And I'm so grateful for those of you who are walking this challenge with me. You are listing the things that they're grateful for. And each day, I just kind of ponder and think about it for a little while. What am I going to be grateful for today? What am I really going to think about today? What blessings have been shown to me today? And I've been posting them, and I try and keep that in my mind all day. And then I go back and I read what everybody else is grateful for as well. So today I was grateful for the lessons that I have learned. And I'll tell you, I learned a lesson today because of a meditation and a prayer from last night. So last night when I was meditating before I was getting ready to go to bed, I started to ask to be good enough, to be able to see the things that I needed to see, to be able to be of service the way that God wanted me to be of service. I asked to be, to be a good wife, to be a good mother and a grandmother, to be, a good enough family member, whether it was sister or daughter or cousin or niece or aunt, but I kept saying, help me to be good enough. Help me to be a good friend, a good confidant. Help me to be a good business owner, to bring the right products in. Help me to be a good healer, a good medium, a good listener, a good teacher. Even, I wanted to be good enough for a stranger who may just have met me to know that I have sincerity behind what I do and who I am. Help me to be of service, to know where to be and to know those that I can help to make this world a better place. I have felt for so long that I needed to literally visualize this white light going around the universe, kind of in a warm hug, to offer healing to those who were in need of healing, to be of service to those who may not meet me, but might feel my energy. I asked that I would feel as though the service that I was offering was good enough, that I was keeping my ego in check and staying humble, to show me those who I need to help and the path that I needed to go on. Maybe those who, don't feel that they're good enough, help me somehow to show them that they are good enough. To open my eyes. And I mean, this prayer, this meditation, it just rolled. I wish I would have written it down last night as I was doing it, but I was trying to recall it here. To open my eyes so that I have clarity. So and my ears so that I can hear with clarity. To open my mouth so that I know how to speak in truth and in love. Help me to use my hands to reach out to those who are in need, and my arms and my shoulders to help carry the baggage of others when they feel they can no longer carry it, or they need help carrying it. That my back is strong, and that my mind and my senses are strong. Help me to have an open enough heart so that I can show love and compassion and empathy. My legs so that I can walk to whomever that needs help, that I can walk beside them as need help. My feet so I'm planted firmly in balance and in my faith, because I not always feel as if I'm good enough. But I have learned that I don't necessarily need to be good enough because I lean on God, who is good enough. So all these things were going through my head. Show me the path that you want me to walk. Tell me the prayers that I need to be said. Tell me the things that I need to talk about on Tuesday Talks at 10:30. Because it's not about me. It's about you. In this meditation, when I was meditating, when I was praying, when I was handing all of this over, I felt so calm and so at ease, and these things just rolled, and I could feel, I could feel like the tingling in each part of my body as I was talking about, my hands so that I can, help others, that I can reach out to others. I felt such a calm and a peace, and I felt like this is really what I needed to talk to God about. Help me to do what you want me to do. And like I said, I felt such calmness about it. Because I feel as if I've been put on this earth to be of service. I don't feel as if I need to always receive. I feel as if I need to give. So I have this prayer. I have this meditation. I'm feeling good about what I'm saying. It's all rolling, into my head, to my guides, to God. And when I got up this morning, and went and did a meditation, and I opened a book for a quote. There's this letter to myself that I opened up to, and I just want to read this to you because I felt like here I am asking to be of service, and your answer back to me was a letter to myself. So I'm going to read this to you. It says, "Dear me, I'm sorry I'm sorry you tried so desperately to fix others when your own hands were shaking. I'm sorry that you did not I'm sorry that you did not give you enough time to heal, that I let you seal the wounds of everyone else while you were still bleeding. I'm sorry that there were days when smiling hurt, but you forced yourself to laugh so that no one would worry about you. I'm sorry that you gave all of your time and efforts to people who didn't give the same back. I'm sorry that there were nights that you cried yourself to sleep and no one bothered to understand why. And I'm sorry I did not love you like you deserve to love. A letter to myself. So after reading this quote, shortly after the meditation where I'm like, help me to be of service, help me to do all of this, and I'm asking for assistance, so that I'm enabled to do what I feel like I need to do and to stand firm. This is the letter that I received back, and I stand faithfully, that this message back to me was basically to forgive myself of the things that my spirit needed. So I'm asking to help others when God's saying you need to help yourself. You need to walk through this. And as I was reading this letter, certain memories sprung up in my head, from the past, things that I thought that I had forgotten, things that I thought that I had worked through. I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. I have to be all those things in order to be myself. I have to work through all those things. And I'm that one that will say to you, hand them over to God. Call in Archangel Michael to help you. And although deep within my spirit and deep within my soul, I believe that if something is too big for you to handle, call in God. God is big enough. He can handle it. But am I just handing it over and then not walking through what I need to walk through? Am I not learning the lesson so I don't freaking do it again? Oh, I'll just hand it off to God. I'll just call on Archangel Michael, and then it's not for me to worry about. So as I'm thinking about this answer back, I thought, my God, this is really deep. This is something that I really need to think about. When I'm asking, help me to be enough, God is basically saying, why do you not think that you're enough? Right? I'm enough. I produced you. I put you on this earth for a reason. Why are you questioning if you are enough? Forgive yourself. Say you're sorry to yourself. And allow yourself to love yourself in a way that you deserve. And I know that in these certain situations that cropped up in my memory when I was reading this letter to myself, I know that it's very easy for me to say, I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm forgiving, I'm expanding my universe, I'm doing all of this. And it's easy for me to say it, but then I have to think back to myself, am I really working through these things? Or have I just pushed them out of my head? If they were pushed out of my head, they wouldn't have sprung up on me when I was reading this letter to myself. So I'm learning, I'm growing, I'm knowing that it's not about me, it's about God, it's about service to God. But I thought that I had learned to value who I am and what I am. But in this letter written to me by someone who I don't even know, it kind of opened my eyes to myself to, think, the prayer that I thought was flowing and was good was revealing things to me that God is saying to me, why do you not feel like you're good enough? When your prayer should just be, or my prayer should just be, help me to receive all the gifts that you want to give to me. Place people in my path that I can help and that can help me. Help me to value who I am and what I'm about. And help me to know who to share these things with, who, what, when, where, and how to share these things with. You know, I have felt, like I said, I've felt for so long that I needed to put this white light of healing around the universe. And it's been more intense probably over the last 2 years. So at the end of my meditation, I always visualize my hands, God's hands, reaching out, putting their hands around the globe, around the universe, around the galaxy, however you want to say it, sending healing to those who need healed, taking people and getting them out of bondage, those who feel like they're bound by guilt, by grief, by abuse, help to release those chains and help them to invite healing in. So I do this every night and I talk about this. And I feel as if I talk about it because I need your help. I feel as if we need to send healing prayers out to anyone who is in need, whether you know this person or not, whether they're in this state, same state, city, town, country as you are, whether you're the one who needs these healing energies sent to you from someone that you don't even know. You know, it's one of those things that yesterday I said that I was grateful. Well, today, but yesterday, I said in my day 7 of what I'm grateful for, that I was grateful. How do I say it? Grateful for all the lessons that I've learned that have helped me to be who I am today. I've learned today that sometimes I need to apologize to myself for the mistakes and the lessons that maybe I didn't necessarily learn right away, that it took me 2, 3, 4 times to make the same mistake to learn the lesson so that I wouldn't do it again. What this does is it helps me to be the best me that I can be, to just be full of service for others. I humbly come to God and say, what do you want me to do? Where do you want me to be? What path do you want me to be on? How can I help? Anybody watch New Amsterdam on TV? Max Goodwin always says, how can I help? I just feel as if we all need to be of service to others. But in being of service to others, we can't forget to be of service to ourselves. Does that make sense? Do you feel what I'm saying? Do you hear what I'm saying? Have you sincerely said to yourself, wow, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry that I didn't give you the attention that you needed, the love that you deserve. I am sorry that I talked negatively to you. I stopped saying a couple years ago, oh my God, what am I, stupid? Because I'm thinking, wait a minute, what am I doing? Why am I saying that? That was a learned trait from years ago of something that I had walked through, so I needed to stop doing this. So I feel as if to make this universe a better place for our children, for our grandchildren, but we also need to make it a better universe for ourselves. In doing that, we need to be of service to others, but we also need to be of service to ourselves. So today, I want you to try and find some clarity, to raise your vibration, to walk through some things. When you think about the letter, hold on, I need to come back to this page. When you think about the letter to yourself that says, hold on, Dear me, I am sorry. I'm sorry you tried so desperately to fix others when when your own hands were shaking. I'm sorry that I did not give you enough time to heal, that I let you seal the wounds of everyone else around you when you were still bleeding. I am sorry that there were days when smiling hurt, but you forced yourself to laugh because you didn't want someone else to worry about you. I'm sorry that you gave all of your time and your efforts to people who didn't deserve or who didn't give the same back to you. And I am sorry that there were nights when you cried yourself to sleep and no one bothered to understand why. And I am sorry I did not love you like you deserve to be loved. When you think about those words and you break it down, I'm sorry that you tried so desperately to fix others. Maybe you grew up in a broken home. Maybe you needed to grow up sooner than what you really should have because of an issue with a parent. Maybe you were trying to fix the relationship of parents or of siblings. You know, I'm sorry you so desperately tried to fix others when your hands were shaking. Think about how many small children are out there whose parents are addicted to drugs or alcohol, whose parents are going through depression and can't take care of themselves. They're physically or mentally disabled, and the child becomes the adult. So the child's hands, their hearts are shaking because this is their parent and they now feel the need to take care of them, right? Do you think that child ever thought to themselves, I'm sorry that when you desperately needed help, you were fixing other people? If not, it's time to say that. I'm sorry I didn't give you the time to heal, that I let you seal the wounds of everyone else while you were still bleeding. Have you lost a loved one and you felt as if you needed to be strong for other family members that kind of blocked you from your own grief, from your own healing? I had a woman who came into my office the other day who I did a reading for, who had lost 5 very close people to her in 5 years. So as she was walking through the grief of one loved one, someone else passes. And then she's walking through that, and someone else. For 5 years, one death of someone very close to her. Every year for 5 years. It's saying I'm sorry to myself because I didn't have time to grieve because I needed to plan or be strong for someone else. I'm sorry I didn't give myself the time to walk through that. I'm sorry that smiling hurt on the days that smiling hurt and you forced yourself to laugh so that no one could worry about you. Have you ever felt so out of sorts that you smiled so that no one would say, hey, what's going on? What's wrong? You put on that brave face because you didn't want someone else to worry about you. You didn't want someone else to know what was going on. Maybe you yourself didn't really know what was going on within yourself. It's time to say I'm sorry to yourself for putting that brave face on. I'm sorry that there were nights when you cried yourself to sleep and no one bothered to understand why. When I read that, that resonates with me so much because having gone through divorce several years ago, having gone through an abusive relationship, there were a lot of nights that I cried myself to sleep. Granted, I didn't share with anyone else what was going on. That was that brave smile that I put on. But I thought to myself some nights, why doesn't anybody see this? Why isn't anybody asking me? But then in the back of my head, well, if somebody asked me, I probably wouldn't tell them anyway. I'd be like, no, I'm good. I'm fine. Right? So it's that double-edged sword with that. And I'm sorry that I did not love you like you deserve to be loved. Saying nice things about yourself. It's hard. We're very critical of ourselves. We do something, we make a decision about something, and then we think, oh man, I should have done it this way. I'm so stupid. Why didn't I do it this way? Why didn't I do this? Oh, I wish I would have said this. Why didn't I further my education? So, this is a result of something that I did. It's giving yourself love to say, I did the best that I could with the knowledge that I had at the time, and I didn't want to hurt anybody. Make sense? So it's reading that letter to yourself. It's thinking about that letter to yourself. And when a certain circumstance comes to your mind, rolling back the tape and apologizing to yourself and feeling that love within yourself. Just like I did when I was explaining to you. And I never, and I still haven't really talked to a lot of people about what I went through, but there were nights that I went to sleep crying. And then I thought to myself, why doesn't anybody see this? And then as I'm thinking about it now, I'm thinking, if someone would have seen it and questioned it, I would have covered it up because I didn't want anybody to worry about it. I'm really sorry that I put myself in that situation, but I've learned the lesson. I've learned boundaries, and I love myself, but I've learned. Does that make sense? So it's getting the clarity. It's really reading that statement, and I can post this up later today if you want. If you want the copy of that letter to myself, but it is asking. Hold on. So saying sorry to yourself, because of that letter, but asking for the path to help others in the lessons that I've learned and know that I am good enough because Creator is good enough. I was created for a reason. Learned a lot of lessons. I have free will, so I make mistakes. But you are good enough. We are good enough. Help us. Help us to do what we are called to do. It all starts with us. How we feel about ourselves will either illuminate the world or it will dim the world around us. You have that choice. And that's something we talked about on a Tuesday Talks at 10:30, probably 2 or 3 weeks ago. You can rewatch it. I have a podcast is up now. I'm also blogging now, working on that. So that video is available about what your light wattage is, what your vibrational light is. So we have this free will to choose to illuminate or to dim. When you show love to yourself, that illuminates the world. Have you ever run into someone and you're just like, man, that person just lights up the room when they come in? Or you've met somebody and you're like, ooh, not sure what's going on with them, but I'm not going to hang out with them because I can feel some bad vibes. It's spreading the right vibrations to the universe around us because of the lessons that we've learned, because of forgiving ourselves, because of asking for the right path. You have a calling. You have a passion deep within yourself. We all do. And if you don't know it today, that's fine. But if you think about it, man, what am I really good at? What if time and money were no object? What would I be doing right now? And if it's not outlandish, I'd buy Hawaii. I don't know. If it's not outlandish, you want to feed the children of the world, right? Well, the world is a big place. So let's break it down. Well, let's feed the world of Pennsylvania. Oh, well, that's pretty big as well. Well, what about the town that I live in? Let's feed. Let's still kind of large. You know what? Maybe I can go into the schools and say, I want to put $100 towards school lunches or $200 towards school lunches. It's taking that small bite and then watching it grow, adding people to your tribe that can help that passion grow. So it's moving the obstacles out of your way so that you can move forward. And most of the time, the object that's in our way is ourselves. It's just like I was saying, oh, I have this passion for feeding the children of the world. Right? To me, it's overwhelming. That's big. How am I going to do this? I'm never going to be able to do this. So I guess I'm not going to be able to do it. But it's breaking it down and making it smaller. It's figuring it out, right? It's getting out of your own way. Ask for the path to be shown to you. Show me what you want me to do. Show me how to do this. This is what I feel like you want me to do. I need you to lead me and show me how to do it. My intention for the past few years has been put people in my path that I can help or that can help me. Help me to receive all the gifts that you want to give to me. Help me to see them so that I don't miss them. And help me to value who I am and what I do. And for some reason, I think that I forgot. Hold on. I think I forgot part of that intention to value who I am and what I am, because I've been put on this path for a reason. I ask for the path. I ask to be shown the path. I ask that I don't miss the path. But I forgot to value who I am and what I'm about. Help me to be good enough. God's going, you're already good enough. I created you. Quit being so hard on yourself. Listen to what I'm saying to you. Follow the path in which I'm leading you. You may sway one way or another. Maybe the path needs to change a little bit, but follow your heart, because this is where it starts. I said that I was grateful for the lessons that I have learned that have made me who I am today. And some of those lessons were really hard. But I value who I am and what I am and the lessons that I've learned. I forgot to apologize to myself. I forgot. And so I have to go back and say, yeah, I'm really sorry. I had the best intentions for us, for me, myself, and I, so that I could help someone else. I pushed my emotions to the side because someone else needed me. And then that emotion just got pushed further and further down. Well, when I read this letter to myself, some of these things surfaced where I thought, you know what? I never really walked through that. I just pushed it down. I pushed it out of the way because something else needed to be done. That letter to myself explained that to me when I was asking God to help me to be good enough. But God was just, saying to me, hello, you in there? Is this mic on? You are good enough because I am good. Right? God, creator, is good enough. Created you in the perfect image of spirit, of energy. You have free will. Use it. Walk through the things that you need to walk through. Be of service to others. Apologize to yourself. Apologize to other people. Think about the things that you've kind of walked through. And then think about if you really went, I'm so sorry that you went through that. I am so proud that you survived it. Makes sense? So that's my Tuesday talks at 10:30 today. Got a little vulnerable with you and, left you in on my prayer life, my meditation life. But I felt like it was important for you to know what my aha moment was, because here I am asking, help me to be good enough. Help me to be, to do this well enough. Help me to, instead, God is saying, you are good enough. I created you. So that is my message for you today. You are good enough. You are loved. Love yourself. Illuminate the world with the love that you have for yourself that is not ego, so that others can see that special spark in you and say, there's something about that chick that I need to get to know. My goal is that somehow, some way, because of something I said, helped someone not to give up. And then when I pass from this earth, God will say to me, well done, good and faithful servant. Those are my goals, to help others. Feel loved, feel needed, feel good enough, because you are. All right. So, Boyer Cellars in Biglerville, December 6th. I do have some upcoming dates and events in 2023 that I'll be posting. Coming soon. I was trying to read my writing. So those events will be coming soon, and they'll be up on the website. They will be in my blog. They will be on Facebook. They'll be on the podcast. It should be in the newsletter. If you're interested in the newsletter, put your email address down and we'll add you to the newsletter. That comes out monthly. But if you're interested in scheduling a reading for 2023, or you want to host a reading, a group reading, just get in touch with me. There are several ways to get a hold of me. I am grateful for the lessons that I have learned that made me who I am today. So, today is every day. I pray that you are living the life you love and that you are loving the life you live. If not, you're the only one that can change it. Value who you are. Ask, help me to receive all the gifts that you want to give to me so that I don't miss it. So I know who, what, when, where, and how I can share these. Make sense? All right, guys. I hope you have a great and wonderful day today. It is Tuesday Talks at 10:30. My name is Stacy Neapenthal. I will see you next Tuesday at 10:30. I believe that one will be pre-recorded as well because I think I have an appointment next Tuesday. But after that, I'll be doing Tuesday Talks at 10:30 live. I'll probably be doing an angel card reading here very soon. Just watch my event page to find out how. All right, guys. Have a great and wonderful night. Day. I'm sorry. It is it's 11:11 on Monday night, but it's Tuesday Talks at 10:30. So I will talk to you all next Tuesday. Peace out. I love you.